wanted to break down the topic of ankle stiffness to you guys today. So what we did was pull up some pictures and videos. So first and foremost, we want to talk about when we refer to ankle stiffness, it's when the foot hits the ground. Are we able to absorb and then produce force? Right? So if we have an ankle that can't handle the force, it's going to collapse, it's going to fall in, and it's just going to make us less efficient. Right? So when we hit the ground, we really want to be able to push, step away, whether we're changing directions, going forward, whatever the case may be. We want a strong ankle, strong foot, so when it contacts the ground, we can push. So what we did, pulled a couple pictures. So when we take a look at Allen Iverson, right, it's in a lot of his crossovers, when we really break down his game, you see a lot of times when he's contacting the ground, that ankle stays up nice and strong. And we have a couple pictures of a couple other notable players. So take Michael Jordan, for example. When we see him contact the ground, there's none of the collapse, the falling. The foot stays up strong, especially when they go to produce force. Here's another one of Jordan. So when he goes to change directions, you can see the amount of force that gets loaded into his right leg here. If this ankle was weak, it wouldn't be able to handle all this, but it can stay up strong. So when he does go to plant and change directions, he can push back off of that. So ankle stiffness, tendon stiffness is something that we can train. And we wanted to kind of show you some results of some people who have worked here with us. So on the left and right, this is the same athlete. It's a couple months apart. So let's take a look at the left-hand side first. So we can watch that when the foot contacts the ground, you can see the ankle collapses right here, falling in. And this was leading to a ton of hip pain. Left side wasn't quite as bad. It stays up, but we want to see that heel stay a little higher, especially in an acceleration phase. So let's take a look at that left side landing, this right foot landing one more time. You can see the collapse come through as she's stepping. So now when we go to take a look on the right-hand side, from an acceleration standpoint, her first step is good. And when we land, we're going to see that ankle maintain proper alignment, proper posture as we're working through. So you can see it right there. It's going to stay up nice and strong, right? And then on that right side now, you can see the difference. This is staying up. So when she puts that force into the ground, it's not wasting time collapsing and making her less efficient. She's pushing right off from where she plants so she can go into her next step very efficiently, right? So again, this is something that we can train, we can work on, and we can improve over time. So if you're dealing with ankle pain, knee pain, hip pain, a good indication or somewhere you might want to look first is how your foot is contacting the ground when you go to accelerate.